If you are pursuing an entrepreneurial path or are looking to grow your personal brand, especially as a woman, you'll hear lots of advice about getting ahead.
I'm a guru and I have lots of advice about how women can get ahead in the workplace and in business. Girl, wash your face. Lean in. Dare to lead. Be a girl boss. Because you should be a millionaire. It starts with you, darling.
Eventually, someone's bound to mention writing a book. But you don't need me or a guru to tell you that.
Yeah, I'm not a guru. But I am your business book bestie who's going to keep it all the way real with you.
Because it's something that you already intrinsically know is going to help advance your personal or business brand. Writing nonfiction thought leadership books has been proven to empower the meteoric growth of personal and business brands. But here's the truth that most publishing gurus don't tell you about writing nonfiction business books. Every book is not going to be a bestseller. Book sales are not going to just pour in from word of mouth alone.
Unless you're real strategic and real intentional and real consistent, you're not finna sell a crap ton of books, girl.
It's going to take aggressive advertising, marketing, and PR cycles. There are real statistics that say most self published authors struggle to sell even 100 copies of their book over the lifetime of their book. But if you write the right book and sell it to the right 100 people, that book can still tremendously impact and change the trajectory of your personal or business brand. And in this video, that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm Denise Renee, your business book bestie. Here is my signature book, and these are some of my clients. I help professionals write books that make their business, career, or thought leadership brand visible. Hey, business book bestie. I place timestamps and helpful links in the description box below. So let's get right into saying the quiet parts out loud. So, the first book sales reality that publishing gurus tend to hide is that most authors, especially most self published authors, are not going to sell a crap ton of books. This is just a cold, hard fact. And it doesn't mean that book sales are impossible, they're not. In fact, I have a whole podcast here on this channel called the Sell Your Book Podcast, where I interview real business owners who have really sold more than 100 copies of their books. Some of them, way more than 100 copies of their books. And they don't gatekeep. So I'll leave that linked down in the description box for you to check out. But selling your book requires a lot of intention, planning that has to match or exceed the intention and planning that you put into the writing of your book. I mean, don't you want your book to end up in the hands of the right people? You have to be equally, if not more intentional about marketing and selling your book. You don't have to be like most authors. Literally, the sky is the limit on how many books you can sell and the ways in which that you can sell that book or books, plural. Because around these business book bestie parts, I believe in writing series of books. You're not going to be a one book wonder on my watch. So if you're having a hard time imagining exactly how are you supposed to sell all this humongous amount of books, I'm also going to share the link to my $1 Million Author series. It is literally designed to help you change your mindset around writing, marketing, and selling your books. So you just need to put together a multi-pronged strategy and execute it consistently. Now, while the overwhelming majority of my content talks about the writing process, I do share content about setting up your author platform and marketing and sales, and just sharing encouraging anecdotes to stay on your authorship journey. You are not in this alone. So, I want to invite you to get a little dose of encouragement and practical tips for your authorship journey from me every Monday morning around 5 a.m. Eastern in your inbox. Simply head over to my website, writingwithdeniserenee.com, scroll to the bottom, and enter your email address. So, if you like the fact that I'm one of the writing and publishing gurus willing to tell you the cold hard facts, put a thumbs up on that. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment down below with your thoughts. Your engagement helps this little reality check reach the right people. So, thank you. So, the second book sales reality that publishing gurus tend to hide is that selling is going to be a slow burn for most authors. Now, of course, if you plan your launch event or you have a pre order going on, you're going to have a lot of sales initially when you first release your book. But after that, sales tend to taper off, especially if you did not create a second marketing plan. Yes, you need two book marketing plans. You need one for the launch and one for your continuous evergreen marketing of your book. Sales are not always going to be up at the launch levels, but having a slow, steady, consistent drip of sales coming in week after week, month after month, year after year is what helps to continuously grow your brand. You may have spikes of sales when you do things like speak at a conference or be a guest on a podcast or run an advertising campaign. Writing your book is a one time activity, but marketing and selling your book is a continuous, consistent activity. But I'm going to be honest, a lot of times authors are not 100% clear who is the audience that they're going for to get as readers of their books. So they wind up marketing to everyone, in effect, marketing to no one. Your book is for a specific audience, and you have to know that audience before you even write the first word of your book. Who are they? What challenges are they having? What problem of theirs can you help them solve? That's what your book should be about. And knowing who those people are helps you formulate marketing plans. Now you know where they are, you know where they hang out in real life and online. So you can craft messaging and campaigns to reach them. These are the things that you need to know before you write your first word. And if you've never taken the time to really think through that, it's step number one in my 4 steps to start writing your book. Download it for free at 4steps2startwriting.com. Now, this is a handy resource for you if you're just getting started on your book writing journey. And it can help you if you've already published a book, but the book did not perform the way you hoped it would. And maybe you're considering, should I revise this? Should I tighten up my message? You absolutely should. And it starts with the 4 steps to start writing your book. So get your free copy today at the number 4 steps, the number 2, startwriting.com. Okay. And the third book sales reality that publishing gurus tend to hide is that most nonfiction business book authors make the majority of their money outside the sales of the actual book. Now, you may have heard me teach in the past 11 different ways to monetize your book. The first 3 ways are from the direct sales of the book. So, whether you're selling your book one to one at in person events, selling at bulk in conferences, or to organizations, whether you have multiple formats of your book, paperback, hardcover, ebook, audiobook, and whether you're writing a series of books around the same topic. Those will all be considered direct sales methods. You're deriving your income directly from the actual physical or digital sale of your book. But methods number 4 through 11 are what you're able to do when you have converted your reader out of the pages of your book and into your business funnel. That's why I was able to promise at the beginning of this video that you can write the right book and sell it to the right 100 people and still transform your business or personal brand. Your readers can become customers of yours if you're offering done for you services, consulting services, coaching programs, high ticket masterminds, in person events, digital courses, online communities, or a paid newsletter, creating an app or software as a service, and of course, selling physical products. These are all ways that many authors have expanded their income opportunities based on the themes, strategies, and solutions that they present in their books. But I have to clue you into an even bigger secret. Getting clients from your books does not happen automatically. It happens intentionally. You cannot assume that your reader is going to just read your book and just, start looking up your website, looking up your socials and figure out exactly how to hire you and what they want to hire you for. You have to guide that experience. There is an invisible structure that you must embed inside of your book in order to convert your readers into paying clients, especially because there's so many potential different distribution channels that your reader can be purchasing from. If you're selling your book on an Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, or any other marketplace that you don't own, you do not own that customer data. So, what do you do to almost guarantee that your ideal clients who wind up reading your book raise their hand for wanting to work with you? Well, I break down that invisible structure that you need to embed inside of your book inside this video. And you know me, I'm going to go in depth and break it all the way down for you and make it feel doable. So, click on this video now so that I can walk you through the invisible structure you need to embed inside of your book so that you can intentionally get clients from it. I will see you on the other side.